Kia ora and welcome to Craft to Artosaurus. Today is Monday, so it's Susanna Day. Oh gosh, I'm enjoying this so much. I'm trying not to be too over enthusiastic, but quite frankly, I'm failing. I just am. I'm just like really excited to be doing something from her. So, yeah, I know. Big fangirl, must get over it. So last week, sorry, and I've just finished a cup of tea, so I shouldn't be coughing. Last week I was kind of debating about having this little piece here underneath the mushroom, and part of me still really likes it. So I think I'm going to do that, and let's see, where am I going to cut it? I think if I cut across here, and that gives me this bit to play with. So let's do that first. I'm still in the umming and ahhing stage, which, oh dear, I should be so past this by now, shouldn't I? But I'm not, because I think I'm just really excited and I want it to be perfect because Susanna created it. So I need to get over myself. But I'm not going to, because I'm just too excited to be doing something for Susanna. I thought if I cut there, let me just double check what I've thought in my head if it's going to fit. I think it is. I'm just going to have to move the doily a bit and maybe scrunch it up. I don't know, but I can kind of see where I need to go. And then that gives me, I don't know, I'm thinking it looks like a crown. Ooh, this crown of fabric to play with. Oh, because I guess I got this from the Queen of Craft, Susanna. Oh dear. I know I can be so silly sometimes. I'm not a very serious person, so I do find being serious quite hard. Oh dear, my poor little mum, that's all I can say. She had me as a daughter. Oh dear. So how can I do this so it fits a little bit better? Because I kind of also like the thought of scrunching it up a little bit. So just need to, I think what I need to do is sew this bit down so I can work it out, and then I can cut so it looks right. In my head it's making sense. I don't know if it's making sense to anyone else, so you know, but let's go for it. We'll just work out the underskirt for the mushroom. I think that's what they're called. You know, we have some marvellous fungi, oh, mushroom stuff here in New Zealand. We really do. So yeah, we have these lovely blue mushrooms that pop up, so you can be walking and you won't see them, and then on your way back from a walk, all of a sudden there'll be masses of blue mushrooms everywhere. So I take it must be like the heat and the way the sun hits them as to whether they pop up and they pop down. I don't know. I don't know enough about mushrooms to know how that works. But of course these are toadstools, not mushrooms. You can't eat them. They'd kill you. It'd kill you. Good for an Australian stew. God. Just ignore that. I think I'll cut that bit out. Oh dear. I am in a very silly mood today. I'm just very excited. Yeah. I can't help myself. I'm just so excited to be doing something from Susanna, and that's just, yep. I need to calm down, Paula. Get yourself together. I guess I'm going to see the ink work underneath. Does that bother me? I don't think it is going to bother me. I'm going to leave it. I'm not that worried. And I'll work out how to get the stalky bit, I've forgotten what that's called, in position. I did look up some things so I would know all the technical terms, but of course now I'm videoing. It's totally slipped me mind. I think I need to go on, start over here. I feel like I should start over here in the middle. Just slowly work out how this is going to go down. So I'm quite happy for you to be there. I haven't gone through, no, just checking. I thought I'd gone through a bit of the fabric there. So yesterday was Sunday and I did my Sunday fun day with Miss Grohl. Very happy to be doing that yesterday. Today, of course, the weather has turned to custard again. Thank goodness I got out and did a bit of gardening yesterday afternoon. I was quite worried actually about all of my gardens. They're looking a bit manky, and I had those lovely boys come in and they fixed them all up for me after I'd been sick for a while, and they got the gardens all up to scratch. So they look gorgeous. Ergo, I felt like my mum could visit and she would be like, oh, so happy with my gardens. Now she can't come a visiting. Nope, she can't come south. She's got to stay up north. Until I get my gardens back into shape again. I'm going to have to get them back in, I fear. I don't know. But I also want to do a rather fun and funky kind of, what would you call it? An English cottage type garden. I don't know if it would be proper English cottage, like not as the English know it. Yeah, but as I know it, it would definitely be a cottage garden. I'm just going to carry on rabbiting away and relaxing with you as this lovely morning progresses. Did I mention we had some bad? Yeah, I think I said the weather wasn't the best. So when the weather is like this, you know, we get heavy rain. I live in a rainforest. There's not a lot I can do about it. I'm happy to be living in a rainforest. I love living here. So one of the perks, or one of the things you've got to put up with when you're living in a rainforest is, of course, rain. And yeah, it's just, I'm fairly certain most people don't have rain like we have here. Checking again, I'm not going through the fabric. I'm so nervous about going through this fabric. I don't know. I guess because I feel like it's folded itself. It's folded back on itself. Does that make sense? I think it does. The bits here are folded into there, and I just moved the bit that tightens it. I don't know. Oh dear, oh dear. So a lovely friend in overseas the other day said they were in autumn, and unfortunately their bridge into their part of town is being fixed, so they have to use an old farmer's bridge, but they're very lucky they're having a lovely dry autumn there. So goodness, you know, that's really cool. But you know, now that she said that and written it down, I'm now thinking, oh, it's most probably raining today. Oh, but yeah, and I did wonder if the bridge they were using was one of those lovely covered bridges. But I thought as I natted along today, I would tell you about our bridge, our road rail bridge here in Greymouth. If I can find a picture of our road rail bridge, I'm going to place it here. I know, isn't that the coolest bridge ever? So what would happen is if the trains were like coming onto the bridge, or you could see a train light, I think that's what you call it, the train light at the front there, you had to, if you were on the bridge, you had to back off the bridge because the trains had right of ways. But if it was another car, it was kind of like a give way both ends. There was no end where they had the correct way, so whoever was on the bridge had right of way. And we would get tourists, as we do here on the coast, who would come across this bridge, and the first time I saw it, I thought, oh my goodness, this is scary. And that was just coming into Greymouth. And I never really got used to using the bridge. It's quite a scary thing to know that a train could be coming any second, and if you were on the bridge you had to back off or speed up and get through before the train came through. And it was a lovely small bridge, so it didn't matter, not like the one that was in Hokitika that used to be there years and years ago. That was a massively long bridge. But they had a what do you call it, I think it's like a parking bay that kind of, you went to the side in, where two cars could fit on either side, and the train would come down the middle. So, you know, you had that option of you might get past, because you couldn't see the other end of the bridge until you got to these two layways. So yeah, Very scary, very scary. The Hokitika Bridge was very, very scary. But our Greymouth Bridge, you know, it had lots of fun. And as long as you went, you drove onto it and you wouldn't put your wheels on the railway tracks. So, you know, got the railway tracks up the middle where the train would come through, ergo, that's why they were there. And it was really a rail bridge that cars just happened to use on a main highway. It's New Zealand engineering at its best. It's you know, we'll be fine. It's a number 8 wire thing that definitely worked for many, many years until, of course, you know, I don't know. I think they used to move a lot of things here on the coast and with rail. So we have a big forestry, well, we used to have a big forestry industry, which we don't have now. And they would cut down all the beech wood and everything. Oh, lovely. And sawmills and all of that. So the wood wasn't shipped off the coast. So they grow wood here in New Zealand and they chop it. They put it onto, what do you call them? Trucks. That was a hard word, wasn't it? You're all thinking, oh, come on, Paula, it's not that early on a Monday morning. And you'd be right. So they put them onto trucks and they move it everywhere. But we used to use the rail here on the coast. So the rail was what was used. So everything was put on the rail. And even the milk that we now have, I think I need to pin that bit over there because I need it to reach there. So I might just put a little pin in. Otherwise, I feel like I'm going to make it not be able to reach, if that makes sense. So let me just do that. Got the pins. No, I had the pins up the right way. I was thinking, got the pins up the wrong way, Paula. Thankfully, I have the pins just beside me here. I've become a bit more organised. This is my art desk. Not a lot of arting is happening at the moment. That's okay. Well, Inktobering's happening. So what was I talking about? Oh, the road rail bridge. And it was it's actually really cool. So as long as you had your car wheels you'd have your main wheel on the left or your main wheel on the right of the car in the middle of the tracks, and the other one would be on the other side of the railway track. So the one railway track is running up the middle of your car and you drive through the bridge. Makes sense. Those of us who have used it, you're all nodding and going, yep, that's how you did it, Paula. Excellent. You've done a wonderful job there if it's describing our whole awful bridge that we were all very happy to get rid of. But it was also, I don't know, it was kind of cute to have it. It was one of those fun, funky little things that you did here on the coast, you know. Lots of kids learn to drive, and one of the things that the parents would have to teach them is how to use this road rail bridge. And both of my girls got taught by Jason, of course, and everything was wonderful. And yeah, it was just when this lady was talking about the bridge being fixed, it brought back all these wonderful memories of our old road rail bridge. And I was most probably the exception. I really liked it. I thought it was a fun bridge. I thought it was a talking point, you know, as in when visitors came here, one, if they couldn't cross the bridge, they couldn't come. Which maybe I did like, I don't know. I'm thinking, was I one of those mean person who didn't want visitors? No, I think I was fine with them coming. Every year we have a race around Lake Moana, and the cyclists had to go over this bridge, and every year, where did I put my whatnot? Just over here. Someone would fall off and be seriously hurt on the bridge. And also our traffic was getting incredibly, you know, it was it's so busy here on the coast now. It's not like when the bridges first went in. It wasn't quite as, how can I put this? Well, we got popular. Well, I don't think it's Greymouth that's popular, actually. I think it's Westport that's popular and Hokitika that's popular. And Greymouth just happens to be in the middle of the two of them. And this bridge people had to cross. That's more like it. But we did have, we have Lake Moana, where a lot of people love to go. And Lake Moana is lovely. but you didn't have to use the bridge if you went via Lake Moana. So you'd go, so you go for this back town and you go to Lake Moana and you come in the town way rather than through Kororo and Paroa and all of that. So yeah, I was just, when this lady was saying, oh well, you know, our bridge is being fixed, and it took me right back. It was just like, oh, such a happy memory. And I actually so when the bridge was being built, so there would be times the bridge would be closed even though it was a road rail bridge, and the new bridge is right beside the old road rail bridge. People just, I don't know, when it was closed, it's like people lost their mind a little bit. And also we have nurses that live in Hokitika or just past the bridge, and they couldn't come into town. So, you know, hospital shifts and all of that. So all of the closing of the bridge was worked out around all of that. So it was really quite, I don't know, I just found it interesting. I thought you might like to see a picture and hear me rabbit on a little bit, poor people, about our wonderful bridge that I kind of really miss. The new one it's fine. We had a big bridge opening and you could walk across the bridge. But there are a lot of bridges here on the west coast of New Zealand, in the South Island. I'm not sure about the North Island, but especially in the South Island where they are one way. And so when you come off the bridge, if you're a tourist and you're used to driving on the right-hand side of the road rather than the left-hand side, it's very dangerous. It's very dangerous. So yeah, they've drawn little arrows on the road, but let's be truthful. If your natural instinct is to go to the right when you come off a one-way bridge, it's pretty hard to change. So yes, I don't know. I have big discussions all the time about all these hire cars and everything, and the dangers of them with, you know, because some of these people haven't driven New Zealand roads, and New Zealand roads are like a normal New Zealand road. It's a bit like those lanes I've seen in England where they're really close and kind of squiggly, and you know, if you get a caravan there, you're doomed for eternity. That's a New Zealand road. Quite a few New Zealand roads are like that, but we don't have hedges. We just have native bush here in the South Island. And as you use different roads, it changes. So if you're up Auckland way, they've got proper roads. You don't need to worry. You can drive wherever you want. You know, they're proper highways up there. But down south here, it is quite different. The whole, in fact, the whole ethos of living down here is different to what it is like up north. So yes. It's a whole different culture. It's a whole different way of living. And I know people up north are most probably thinking, no, it's the same. It's New Zealand. No, you have to live it. It is totally, totally different to living up north. And what goes on up there is totally different to what goes on down here, down the south. So yeah, it's just a different way of living. You're stepping back, and especially in Greymouth, I feel like when I go and visit my mum up north, I feel like I'm doing a time warp. Like I've gone forward 20 years in history of New Zealand because things are so different up there. It's a real culture shock actually now. Whereas before, when I first, moved down south to Invercargill, I didn't think things would be any different, and Invercargill was pretty much like living up north in good old Palmy and everything, but there were still a few things that used to catch me out from time to time, just different ways they did things and that. But down here it's really old-fashioned New Zealand. If the shopkeeper is on the phone and I don't know, she's having a good old natter, you wait until the shopkeeper has finished that phone call. It's just part of the culture. You can see she's busy. You can wait. You're not in a rush. But up north, that would be like shock horror. Absolutely. You know, when my mum came here and she visited, I think she had to wait. I don't know what I've done here. Something's gone wrong. Oh, that there is from down here. I've left it on, so I think I'll just chop that off. I've made a bit of a mess back here, but that's okay. This is my one. It's not, you know, this is how it's going to look. What was it? So the culture's quite different down here too, which is kind of nice. It's more, I don't know, it's kind of really hard to explain. It's slower. And I don't know, maybe people up north would find it insulting to have to wait for a shopkeeper to finish a conversation, that, you know, and that sort of thing. But half the time when they're in on the conversation and they're finished, they'll now say, oh, you know, that was so-and-so and it was about, and I will already know what they're talking about, because I don't know, I seem to pick up the gossip. I'm a bit of a gossip, in case you couldn't guess. Oh dear, but not nasty gossip, you know, usually good news and that sort of thing. Yeah, it's all very, so different. It's so hard to explain. But yeah, it's like you step back in time a little bit when you come here. It's quite nice. I really like it. It's just old-fashioned New Zealand, which is quite sweet. Or what I think of as old-fashioned New Zealand. I don't know if the elder New Zealand, you know, people, those who are retired, would think about New Zealand, like coming to Greymouth and going, oh yeah, that reminds me of my childhood. I don't necessarily think they would think that. So I think that is just the sort of thing I'm looking for back here. Gosh, these bits Susanna gave us are very, very cool, aren't they? I'm a very lucky girl. Oh dear, braggity brag, Paula. Oh dear. It reminds me of when they asked for that boat name in England and everyone voted for Boaty McBoatface or something like that. It's a bit like that when the government were thinking of changing our flag, which I'm sorry, I'm not into, and someone had put on a kiwi with lasers coming out of its eyes destroying something, and I just thought that was the sweetest. I don't want it as my flag, don't get me, I'm quite happy with our flag. I'm quite happy to recognise our colonial roots and the English bits and pieces that have happened within our communities and that sort of thing. You know, I'm quite happy. It's made New Zealand what we are today. What do you think? I think that's really sweet for underneath the mushroom. I've just moved that again. Not moving it again. Oh, I don't know. I need to tie it off. Let's see if I can do that. And then what else do I need to do? Got, ooh, I know this will be going underneath. Just pulling it through. It's very fine thread. It's actually not the thread that I've been looking for, but I don't know. I've obviously put that other thread in a very safe place. Cannot for the life of me find it anywhere. I seem to be carrying 3 pairs of scissors in this little box, so that's why I can't find my scissors. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love that. So that's cool. I'm very happy, very happy. Now, let's, ow. That's sharp, Paula. Don't put your elbow there. Now, I think in here, I don't know. I only seem to have this, and I know there was a piece of material like this. This was over on my project area. So, yeah, I think that piece there is, oh, no, it might not fit. So that will go up there, and then we'll have to find a piece for down here. Just leave that up there now so I can see it. Need my pattern. Here's my pattern. And also paper scissors, because I don't want to be cutting this out with normal scissors. Let's have a little think, see here. I think like this. Tempted to cut it blind, but I think that's a terrible idea. I just know I'll ruin the pattern, and I've already gone off. No, I've stayed on spec, haven't I? Yeah, I've stayed on spec with this pattern, so it's not like I've gone off pattern. I was thinking, oh, I've already gone off pattern, Paula. You can't do that. I don't know why I was thinking that. Oh, it's a very thin piece, isn't it? Quite hard to cut. Might be easier to cut that bit there. There we go. And then we just need to get this. See, I would quite like to save this and maybe make a, what do you call it? A pentagon or octagon or something out of it. So I don't want to be using that, but a part of me is going, I'll just use that, Paula. I kind of want that. So yeah, I'm just not sure here. I'm not quite, see, I'm going to have to go there, aren't I? Which isn't what I wanted to do. I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use, oh look, I like this bit here. So I'm just going to use that over here so I can have this lovely fluffy edge. So yes, I think that's what I'm going to do. How am I going to get it like that? Okay. First things first, I'm just going to, I'm not going to do a fantastic job of following Susanna's pattern. I already know this. I didn't turn it under, so I must remember I don't have to turn it under. Oh, I feel like I'm going to cut myself. You know, as you go along and you do things and you think, oh, I'm going to cut myself. I'm going to cut myself. But of course, I'm not going to cut myself because I'm a very cautious little person, aren't I? No, I'm not. I'm gung-ho today. It's Susanna's pattern. I'm gung-ho. So here we go. Kind of, I've gone off pattern a little bit because it's just a little bit fiddly, this piece. I'm just thinking I've gone quiet because I'm going around, I've got my tongue out. Oh, as I cut. I'm fairly certain I'm the only one in New Zealand who does that now. Oh dear. So we need to go kind of, see, it's taken away a lot of that. So how do I do this? Need to cut it a little bit differently. A little bit smaller, not too much smaller. So if I just cut it kind of not quite in half. Oops, I just threw that to one side. I'll just throw that away. That's a little bit better, isn't it? Yes, yes, yes. How do I rustle up? I don't think I can. I'm going to have to glue this. I have a glue stick. 4 seconds. Glue stick. So I was put onto this fabric glue by Tori quite a few years ago, and this has been my go-to before I got the glue, the normal paper glue stick that Christine uses. I don't know, and I keep on going back to this one. I actually like this more, so you know, sorry Christine, I think you're a wonderful sewer, but you know, there are times where it just feels better in my hand, and it feels like, and I'm more careful with this one. With the other one, I'm a bit slapdash. If I'm doing something where I'm putting it down to something else, I can be a bit slapdash, but for here, I don't like, yeah, I don't know, I like to be a bit more delicate, if that makes sense. We've got these two to do, so I need the pattern again. I was just like thinking, what do I do now? Oh, you use the pattern, Paula. That's why Susanna gave us, well, she didn't, I photocopied her piece of material, which I think is a rather fabulous thing to be doing. So yeah, if you've got Susanna's patterns, it's a great way of doing it. Oh, it's a lot better. I'm just going to fix that up in a bit. I just need to get this bit off because, yep, there we go. Now I can be a bit more serious about it all. I say that, but I'm never serious, am I? Oh, a little bit, but not really. And I'll glue this one down. But first off, I'm actually going to do the bottom bit. Now remember, I just, yeah, it went, I was going to go down, but it goes up. So it goes up and around. There we go. Thankfully I had the other mushroom to look at, so I kind of know what I'm doing here. Stress, I'm saying kind of. So that's one piece of mushroom. That'll go there. And the other piece of mushroom, which is this one down here. Still haven't done any stitching. Oh, gosh, I want to get in and do some stitching today. But it is what it is. We'll see how we go for time. Oh, lovely jubbly. Which is a saying I picked up from someone who came over to, now I thought there was one way that was a little bit rougher than the other. I think it's that way. Do I want, where's the other piece of mushroom? I'm going, where's the other piece of mushroom? I think that's bigger. So I'm just going to do that one. Yep. Oh, I've got the green stuck in my hand. I don't know. Now, I don't think these scissors are as sharp as the ones I've got on my whatnot. Though they're as old as the hills, those ones. There we go. That's a bit better. I've got bits of pins sticking out everywhere over here. So the fun of just using things from years ago. Now I don't want, okay, well I'll put that there for now, but and I want that so that it comes up. So I'm not quite following the pattern here, but I'm fairly certain Susanna would not mind at all. She's such a lovely lady. And this bit here. See, if I go that way, it'll be going the wrong way. I'm going to go the wrong way because basically I'm lazy. I just want to save some of that fabric just in case I decide to do some, I have an idea in my head. I don't know if it's going to work. So I don't know what I was watching. I was watching something the other day and I thought, oh, I could use that. You know, make some little shapes and put them on the Susanna piece I'm doing when I go to connect it all. Here we go. So we've got, oh, that's sharp. Sharp, Paula. Stop putting your elbow in it. That goes there. Oh, it looks all right. These are bits of paper. I don't want them in my messy area over there. So I just need to put them in my rubbish bin beside me for when I do art. Oh, yes, I like that. And that should go underneath there. It does. Oh, look at that. It fits perfectly. I am a genius. Oh, and I've got my head most probably in shot too. Oh dear. I'm just thinking I might have that around the wrong way. So let's have a little look-see here. Does it fit better that way? No, I had it around the right way. Let's put glue on it. Just a little bit. Which I can do with this glue. I don't know why I can't do it with a normal glue stick. So it must be a different formula in those fabric glues, because the other glue sticks, I go, zoomity zoom and bangity bang bang and away it go. Just there. Yep, I just need a little bit of that. I think I had a little bit. I'm looking in my container, but I was like it that way round. So where are we up to? We're up to kind of here. Sharp scissors. I can't see them, so I'll grab these ones. Here we go. Fairly certain that way. An angle. Sorry, I went quiet. I was thinking again. It's not very often I do it, but when I think, I go all quiet. Yes, I quite like that. I just want you down a little bit further, I feel. Yep, like that. And there's this, which is the last bit. I just need to pull out a little bit of glue. Okay, I just need to do a few little stitches. Where's me? Oh, I think that's not white thread, it seems to be white cloth. So I'll just do a little bit of stitching with you, and then I will go. I'm off to the laundromat today because I've got washing galore, but I couldn't wash anything on the weekend, although the weather yesterday wasn't too bad, but I don't know, I didn't hang anything out because in the morning when I got up I thought, oh, chance of golfing today is nil. I don't mind if you can see the white stitches I'm doing, so I'm not that worried. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Just wants to move a little bit, this piece of cloth. I don't want it to. Well, I've got this teeny weeny little mushroom over here I need to do too, so I must get on and do that. There we go, so that's all done. So we need to come up and just tack the mushroom top down a bit, and you can see all my stitching there in the back. It's messy, but it doesn't really matter because these are just the tacking stitches that are holding things in place, and so I'll be slow stitching into it. Yeah, these scissors do need a sharpen. Oh, and I still haven't found out where you can sharpen scissors here in Greymouth. I don't think it's a thing anymore. Oh, hang on, we've got the men's shed. I wonder if they sharpen. I don't know, do other communities have men's sheds? You're most probably going, what's a men's shed? Okay, so Let me explain what a men's shed is. Our men's shed is a group of men, shock, horror, gasp, and it's only men. If you're a female, you can go there and get things fixed. So they kind of fix things, and they help you with a little project if you happen to want to, fix up your toaster, or they've been building things for around town, a little bit here and there. I think, so I could be wrong here, I think all the materials they get are donated. So I think the wood was donated in bits, and they went to was it Moana Recycle Centre? I think there's one at Moana where you can go to a rubbish area where they're actually recycling plastic bits and pieces, and they made all these wonderful poppies. Oh, they look so pretty, and I didn't realise you could buy them, because I was thinking, oh, I want one of those for my fairy garden. And then I noticed some people had them, and I was like, oh, I don't know, people are going into the council ground and obviously picking one up at night time. I did not think they were selling them. I just, and I mentioned it to someone. I can't remember who. Oh, I don't know. I said, I don't know if I'd feel safe, stealing a poppy and then displaying it at my house in my front yard. And this person started laughing, and they said, no, the men's shed are selling them. And I was like, oh gosh, I really want one. And then they said, I think they've sold them all. And I was a bit devastated, and I didn't actually find out. So you go to this men's shed, and if you need something fixing, they will either A, fix it for you, and you give them the money that it would take for them to fix it. So they're men who like an electrician who's retired, and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's kind of cool. I really quite like it. It's like, so instead of throwing something out at the dump, which in New Zealand, if your dishwasher goes bad, you throw it out. You don't get someone, well, on the coast you have to, because no one can repair it anymore. But I think the person who used to do all of the sharpening of the lawnmower blades, so he must do scissors, mustn't he? If he does lawnmower blades, he's there, and you can take everything there, and he'll sharpen up your lawnmower blades and that sort of thing. It's really cool, really, really cool. It's all being run by the Baptist minister, Lachlan. Oh, he's such a cool guy. He does so many community projects here in New Zealand. Well, here in Greymouth, he really is such a wonderful, he's not, I don't know, he's not like a normal vicar kind of, normally if you're in trouble and you go to a church and you're not part of that church, then the ministers kind of they can help you a little bit, but they don't go all out and help you, if you know what I mean. They'll just do the bare minimum. Whereas Lachlan is more inclined to just go, oh, yep, let me sort this for you, let me help you. And will stay and actually help the person. I don't know, I find it amazing. I really do. I really, I think he's amazing. And when I was looking for a new church after I left my old church, I really should have gone to his church. And I've got church envy, but I'm quite happy in the church I'm in, and I love all the parishioners there, and everyone's lovely. So, I'm in the right church. It's just, I don't know, there's something about Lachlan that I just find he's just darn amazing. You have those people in your life and you think, wow, you are just an amazing person. I'm sure you've all got someone in your life like that who you just find is amazing. Yeah, I know for some I'm it. If you believe that, you'll believe in the bridge I'm going to tell you shortly. Nah, oh dear. So yeah, he's just, I don't know if, when they hand out the Queen's medals, I always think, how do you get someone's name down for that? Because his name should be down. I get it, it's his job, that's what he does, but I think he goes above his job. It's a bit like my husband. I feel that he goes above what is for his job. So yeah, should have been given a knighthood years ago. Well, he put up with me. I don't know. He's on so many committees and he, does things. And so, yeah, the silent committee giver. Who, if no one will chair the meeting, he will go, I'll do it. He ends up doing it. And then good old Muggins, when it's all come to fruition, someone else steps forward and takes all the credit. That really annoys me. Yeah, I don't like people who do that. Oh, look, it's all held down now. It's gorgeous. I'm so, so happy with these mushrooms. Oh, Susanna, you are just amazing. So I don't know, I'm talking to myself now. What else is happening here in the community? Oh, we've got the Pike River film disaster coming out. And I've stressed it's a film disaster here in the community. Oh, dear. So, yeah, I think the families are all going to go and all of that. And meanwhile, I'm still waiting to see Downton Abbey. And they're not putting it on a serious time because, obviously film disaster comes before Downton Abbey. Why? I am terrible. Just ignore me. Oh, dear. But why film disaster? Why do you come before Downton Abbey? So when the Pike River movie screening is going to be on, they're closing the other theatres because obviously for everyone here in the community, it's a serious thing, and families have and still are affected by it today. And they've never really got the answers. And I don't think, well, no government can give them the answer, can they? It's kind of sad to say that. The government was at fault and the company was at fault. But when it really came down to it, when you look at it properly, the government has a lot to answer for. How it was set up, how it was run. Yes, coal is a really big thing here on the coast. What can I say other than that? Coal is a really big thing here on the coast. I'm pulling this all out. I love that fluffy look here, so I want to give it to here as well. So I'm encouraging it by just pulling out a few threads. Couldn't say the thing there. I could say the I could say threads, but it's threads. Fred has nothing to do with it. Oh my goodness, Fred Flintstone, wasn't he a laugh a minute? I don't know where that came from. That's totally out of left field. Ow. I just tried to put that in with the pointy bit sticking up. That hurt. I deserved it. I deserved it talking rubbish. Oh, yes. Oh, dear. Just a little bit of glue. Just a little bit of glue. Oh, and we've got that. We could put that. Oh, yep. We'll put that there first. Quite a bit of glue there. Oh, there. We'll put that there. I should most probably have done the bottom of the... Put this here. This is where I find out I'm gluing the wrong side. No, I glued the right side. Thank goodness for that. Oh, so cute. Oh, I love it. I'm loving everything today, aren't I? Just love. And we come out to Christmas. You know what that means? Love Actually. My favourite movie. We're watching Love Actually. Oh dear. I love that bit at the wedding where the band plays. All the people in the congregation stand up and play all their different instruments, and in the pulpit with the electric guitar, and oh, I just love that movie. Really do. It's a very and I love that Hugh Grant, I think it is, Hugh Grant, who plays the Prime Minister. Oh, and his girlfriend. Oh, so sweet. Getting caught kissing at school play. Oh, if someone hasn't watched it, I've just ruined the whole movie for you. Oh, didn't like the New Year's one as much. The storyline wasn't as good. And Emma Thompson and her awful husband who was going to cheat on her with that horrible secretary. Oh dear, oh dear. And I love him as an actor too, so I found that really hard. Really, really hard to watch. It was like, oh, and I love you as an actor. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish watching this. But he's such a good actor, that person who played Emma Thompson's husband. Oh, don't you just love actually? Oh, I do. I think it's lovely. Absolutely lovely. I'm going to go and put it on after I'm finished. I'm just going to hold down this one now with a little bit of a flower. See, I've got a little bit of a flower there, so it's not so bad after all. And I've still got some lovely flower material left that I can make something with. Oh, I'm very excited by that. Very, very excited. Just needing to hold this down in a few different places, I feel. This little flower here on the outside of it, so it's not too bad. It's staying close to my finger, so hopefully it won't lift up his eye, and it's lifting everywhere. There we go. I'm clinking on the desk. I'm hitting something, most probably my scissors, and I need a little bit on this other side over here. I just love this. I'm thinking mummy mushroom and daddy mushroom. Obviously, Daddy's very much in touch with his feminine side. And yes, men are usually taller than females, just wish to say. Oh, it looks lovely. Don't know, how long have I been nattering away here today? I think I was wanting to use this around the mushrooms, wasn't I? So it's not going to matter. We can just have a longish video today. Maybe I can cut some things out from earlier on. I can't find the end for the life of me. Oh, Susanna, you've done it too well. Oh, she's turned into the lady in this jolly... Oh, dear. Maybe it's that bit there. It is. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Oh, my goodness. I had such a blonde moment. I guess I should call it a senior moment. Ow. I keep on poking myself with a needle. Oh, dear, oh, dear. So... let's have a little look-see. It's far too much thread there, but I don't care. Oh, that's a needle. That's a pin, I mean, not a needle. What did I do? There it is. I'm just going to play with this mushroom. Ow, here. It's a very sharp needle. Please note. I do love the colour of it, so I'm thinking I might just go with it. I think it'll go nicely with what I'm going to do on the snail, so, you know. And I'm sure purple will come up in other places, so it was quite a big piece. No, I'm just going to do just this little one here. Let's have a little look at it. We can just have a little go. Yeah, it's on a table, so it's got a hair on it, and it's not even my own colour hair. It's a black hair. I don't have black hair. I have brown hair with little streaks of grey and one bit of white that I got when my daughter was born, so I got that quite young in life, a streak of white. So yeah, but that's fine. It happens. I had a very traumatic pregnancy with my daughter, my first daughter. So I was in labour for eons and eons. I never thought it was going to end, I tell you now. Oh, was she worth it? Yes, she was. Does it pop into my mind? Yes, it does. But I got a lovely white streak in my hair, and of course that's how I got my skin condition. When your body is put under stress, that's when you lose your melanin in your skin, which it didn't surprise me at all, you see, that Michael Jackson had it, because I figured he must have been stressed in his earlier years with all that performing his mum and dad made him do. It's not a natural thing for people to do, and it was loads and loads of performance for him and his brothers. So yes, I always felt quite sorry for them. Even when that movie came out about them, I think I was a child myself when I saw it. I wasn't that old, and I thought, oh, that is a lot for his mum and dad to put on him. And also, I got at that stage he was really famous, you know, but I thought, oh, from such poverty, it was awful, absolutely awful. And I get it, the whole family brought them, the children brought them out of poverty. So yeah, I guess it's a bit like, I always think of that when I think of the two sisters that did the tennis. But I'm sure I'm wrong there. I didn't watch that one, mainly because of Will Smith. Oh. I didn't mind him in Men in Black. I didn't mind him as the French Prince of Bel-Air. I think I'd seen him do something else. And I found it hard when he was, I thought, no, this serious acting really isn't you. You know, someone needs to sit you down and explain it to you. Yes, Will, you're a fantastic actor, but no, this isn't you. Oh, I'm terrible. But I guess you have your likes and your dislikes. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't really dislike the man. I just didn't like him in this role that I saw him in. And then he was in, I think the next one was when he came out and he was their father. And I was like, no. I'm not watching that rubbish. I can't sit through another movie of his. And also my husband wasn't that keen to go, so, you know, that was a good excuse. Not a date night. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, it's lovely. Oh no, that's just right. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's so understated. I think this thread is the right thread to be doing stitches with. I don't know what sort of stitch I'd like to do in the middle, but I do like that. So, oh, we're just getting to the purple now, so maybe I won't. See, I'm a yellow person. Those of you who have been watching me for a while know I'm a yellow person. No, I think it's fine. Absolutely fine. I can hear birds chirp, chirp, chirping. Oh, it's not looking too bad out there, but not good enough to be hanging out. You're washing it, and I'll tell you that now. Oh. Oh, it's lovely. Actually, I really like that. It's quite understated. I really do like it. Most probably the thread is a little bit too long. I haven't watched Susanna's video today yet. I actually came in here first. I thought, no, I'm going to do mine, because last week she did something and I was like, oh, I was going to do that. So this week I can do whatever I feel like, I figure, because it won't matter what Susanna's doing in her one. Because I haven't seen it, so yeah. So I guess while I'm editing, in between the film downloading and everything, I'll have a little quick look at it and see where she went. See, I'm quite keen to get on to what I'm calling the daddy mushroom. The simple fact of I want to do the the snail. I'm quite excited by the snail, but I can't do the snail yet because it's got one of the eyes that's on this little antennae bit there. I always wonder how that works. They must have a little blood vessel that goes down with a. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm keen enough to look it up. That's the problem. I don't think I am keen enough to look it up. Oh, look, it's come undone. Yep. Just have to pull this off. There we go. Pull that off and put it back on. And then move it around. There we go. I think this was the right one to put it in. Yeah. I was thinking I might hand these over to my to my printing teacher, Andy, as he was wanting something for screen printing. And the big one I don't use. It's just too big and clunky. But I always use this lovely little one my husband bought me. And the other one, I think I brought that myself. So, you know, I was thinking, oh, I need a bigger one. But it went from too ridiculously small to too ridiculously big. And sometimes things do. They just happen to do that. So, yes. Oh, dear. Chuckling to myself. Oh, I do love that quite a bit, actually. Yeah, this was definitely the right thing to do. Just a little bit of overstitch. I'm going so slow, too. You can see how slow I go when I do stitching. I just relax into it, and it doesn't bother me if I get there or don't get there. This bothers me, picking up this all the time. That's annoying, but that's okay. Oh, darn, I'm going to have to somehow, I think if I put that there and put my needle through it, that should hold that in place. Yes. See, now I'm happy. Doesn't take a lot. I can feel that. Now, on this side, I'm going to have to be a little bit more discerning where I put the stitches, because I still want that puffy kind of look that I've got going there. It's quite cool. I really love that. I don't know how she managed to get this colour. I guess it came that way, unless she dyed it. So I'm just intrigued by it. I just love it so much. All of ours are white, and of course I've got loads and loads of beige ones that I want to dye up. I've got some avocado. See, maybe that's an avocado dyed one. Isn't that the colour it goes? Kind of this peachy colour. So yes, very intriguing. I'll know when I go and do my avocado dyeing. Really looking forward to that. So I don't know what day I'll do it on, but I thought, no, I need to do that because I've got too many. And I'm also needing to get in and fix up my cupboard, which I'm quite keen to do. Oh, that looks wonderful coming from between these little bits of doily. It's just giving it a lovely look. It really is. It's such a luscious look. Don't know. I'm thinking it's rather velvety. I don't know why I'm thinking velvety, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It just looks so velvety and rich. I'm sure that's not a thing, but I think I can get this colour also. See how it's kind of moving down into the other one here. Ooh, that was a bit hard. My finger felt that. I couldn't sleep last night, so I got up and I watched. I know it's silly, Create and Craft with Christine, and she's got a new video out where she's doing one of Annie's squares. I'm not doing the swap this time. So yeah, it's Annie's squares, and she did this wonderful caravan thing. It looks so cool. So very, very cool. I thought, oh, that is so cool. So yeah, you can really get some rather amazing fabrics at the moment, and at secondhand stores over in Australia. So yeah, and of course you can also find them here in New Zealand, as you've seen from myself, but never, 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 ever underestimate the power of second hand. My husband's, I was wearing a top yesterday I got from the second hand store. It's one of my favourites. It's a linen top and it's got lace in the bottom. It's so pretty. And he said, oh, that's a really nice top. And I just said, yep, it is. And he said, it's one of your second hand ones, isn't it? And I said, yes, it is. And he said, oh, you're really finding some lovely things in the second hand stores. And that's just it. I just wait until I see what I like and then I buy it. So yeah, you know, you don't have to buy new. And also I'm crafting quite a bit, you know, trying to craft up my own clothing and that sort of thing. Oh, I do love that. I don't know if I'm going to do the inside. Look, it's got a little bit coming off of there. Can I pull that off? Or is it? No, there we go. Put that in my alt container. That is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't think I want this colour going in here. So I'm not quite sure what I'm doing there. But I think I'm going to... Yeah, that's great. So I'm going to go around all of these mushrooms and just do a little bit of overstitching to hold them down. And then next week we will do some painting inside if I'm going to do that, or some stitches, and we'll sort out the stalks, do the snail, which I guess, because now that I'm thinking I'll go all the way around, I'll have time to do the snail, which is rather cool. So I'm going to leave it here. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you on, I'm going to see you on Wednesday. So I thought I'm going to do my videos like this. I know I keep on changing them. I feel guilty, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was feeling like I was, and then of course I'm back on Monday. See, Friday, Saturday. So I did Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So it was like I felt like I was too much at once. Does that make sense? Well, that's what I felt, so that's what's happening. So I thought I'm going to do Mondays, because Mondays is Susanna's. Wednesday I'm going to start a new project. A part of me wants to do my new denim dress so that I can start wearing it for the summer, because fingers crossed it's going to get warm soon. So I think Wednesday we'll start on my denim dress, of what I've kind of got in the back of my mind, what we will do there. And then on Thursday, that'll be my catch up. And then Friday, oh, you see, I'm still 3 days together. Oh, Friday is what are we doing on Friday? Friday is the Christmas cushion, isn't it? No, that goes perfectly, because that works perfectly. Thursday I'm just catching up with you. So that's fine. Friday, Christmas cushion. And then Sunday is, of course, Funday Sunday. It's scroll day. I still don't know how to get that to rhyme. So yep. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm not, so that gives me Saturday that I can do things with. I can go to, because we're getting a lot of Christmas fairs and that sort of thing. So, and if I go to any Christmas fairs, I will take some photos, unless, of course, you know, the one where I went to Christchurch and you couldn't see anything. That was hilarious, wasn't it? Oh, I'm still laughing about that. But anyway, I know I'm going over for a big Christmas fair over in Christchurch. I think that's in November. So I'll ask stall holders first if I can take a few photos and maybe interview a few people. So there'll be New Zealanders, and those who are watching from New Zealand will be able to buy things from them, because I'm sure they will sell throughout the year, and they can send things to you. Or you might even be in Christchurch and can't get there, and you can find ways of getting some of their wonderful, you know, giftings for Christmas time. So that's what I'm going to do. So Saturdays I can Saturdays, that then gives me time to plein air paint, which I love to do. So, you know, and the weather should be fining up. Fingers crossed. I keep on saying that. We're in a high flood warning again. I know the schools are finishing at, I think it's 12 o'clock today, or 12:30. I think it's 12:30. And they're all being bussed home because the school's worried about the students getting home, and some roads are already kind of heavily wet, and some if the creeks are flooding and they've come over the road. So yeah, really weird time of year for that to be happening, but that's okay. So I'm going to carry on with this, and I will see you on Wednesday for our first Wednesday video. I don't know what I'm going to be doing there, but we'll be doing something together, and it'll bound to be loads of fun because I just enjoy spending my time with you. So yep, sorry that was a long waffle there at the end, wasn't it? Well, I did learn from the best waffler in the world, Annie Claxton. Oh my cur here. I shouldn't be laughing now, I've got the giggles. Okay, if you like this, give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section, and if you want to subscribe, this is all free, so woohoo, nothing like a freebie. This cheap Kiwi loves anything that's free. Yep, even stuff on the side of the road, I've been known to pick it up from time to time, recondition it and reuse it. Yep, that old set of drawers I'm thinking about, oh dear, what a shocker. Okay, I better go, otherwise I'll talk to you forever. Thank you very much for spending your morning with me. And yeah, I'll see you all on Wednesdays. All right, everyone. Bye for now.